Episode 5: Parenting Through Pain. Helping your children heal while you're still hurting. Hey, beautiful people! Welcome back to Who Takes Care of Me, the podcast where we get real about self care, healing, and creating a space for yourself without guilt. I'm Coach Yudi, your grief coach and guide, and today we're talking about one of the hardest parts of grief: parenting while you're still in pain. Because here's the truth: your kids still need you, but you're still grieving. So, how do you help them heal when you're barely holding it together yourself? Sis, if you've ever cried in the shower so your kids won't hear you, if you've ever forced a smile when your heart was breaking, if you've ever felt completely unqualified to help your child through this pain, this episode is for you. Let's get into it. How do I support them when I'm still struggling? Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at your child and wondered, how do I even begin to help them through this? Maybe they're acting out in school, having nightmares, or asking questions that you don't have answers to. Or worse, they are completely silent. And meanwhile, you're still struggling. You're grieving, you're exhausted, and you feel so overwhelmed. And yet, you still have to show up for them. Sis, I need you to hear this. You don't have to be a perfect parent to help your child heal. You just have to be present. You just have to be real. And today, I'm going to show you how. Building the body. How children process grief differently. One of the hardest things about parenting through grief is realizing that your child's grief won't look like yours. Children process grief differently. Here's what that might look like. Young kids from ages 3 to 7 may not fully understand death or loss. They might keep asking, when is daddy coming back? Because they don't get the finality of it. Older kids from ages 8 to 12, they understand loss, but might not know how to express their feelings. Instead, they act out, they withdraw or struggle in school. Teenagers, 13 plus, they may seem fine on the surface, but they're struggling deeply inside. Some will become more independent, others may lash out or struggle with anxiety and depression. Sis, grief shows up in different ways, and that's okay. What matters most is that your child feels safe expressing it. So, how do you create that safe space while also taking care of yourself? The truth about being strong for your children. Now, let's talk about a huge misconception. How many of us were raised to believe that being strong means not showing emotions? Maybe you grew up in a house where crying seemed like a weakness. Adults never talked about their feelings. You had to be tough and push through. And now, as a grieving parent, you feel pressure to do the same, to hold it all in, to pretend you are okay, to be strong for your kids. But let me tell you the truth. Real strength is showing your kids that emotions are okay. Your children learn by watching you. If they never see you express grief, they might never feel like they're allowed to either. So sis, it's okay for your kids to see you cry. It's okay to say, Mommy is sad today. It's okay to say, I don't have all the answers, but I love you and we're going to get through this together. That's not weakness. That's parenting with love and honesty. Practical self-care. How to help your child while taking care of yourself. Now, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds too good. But how do I do this when I barely have the energy to take care of myself? I hear you. And that's why I'm giving you three simple ways to support your child without completely depleting yourself. First, create a grief check in routine. Set a regular time, maybe at dinner or bedtime, to check in with your child. Ask, how are you feeling today? And let them share without trying to fix it. Second, use stories and books to open conversations. Sometimes kids don't have the words for their emotions. Reading books about grief together can help them process. Third, schedule a mommy time. Even if it's 5 minutes, you can't pour from an empty cup. Whether it's a short walk, deep breathing, or journaling, do something for you every day. Sis, you deserve care too. Your grief matters just as much as theirs. My affirmation of the day: I'm doing my best, and that is enough. I want you to repeat this with me. I'm doing my best, and that is enough. I give myself grace. I am a loving and present parent. Breathe that in. Let it settle in your spirit because you're doing better than you think. Sis, I know this isn't easy, but you don't have to do it alone. Here's what I want you to do next. Share this episode with another grieving parent who might need this support. And make sure you subscribe because next time we're having a real conversation about something we're told to ignore: rest. The next episode is called Rest is Revolutionary: How to Prioritize Rest as a Black Woman. And trust me, this one is gonna set someone free. Sis, take care of yourself. You deserve it. I'll see you next time.